Welcome back. My next guest made weight loss an art project and lost 55 pounds, and she's kept it off for 6 years. She's the author of Our Lady of Weight Loss, Miraculous and Motivational Musings from the Patron Saint of Permanent Fat Removal. But before we meet her, let's take a look at her story.
I woke up about 6 years ago. I looked in the mirror and my face was so puffy. And then I heard the voice and had my epiphany, and the voice said, "You're an artist, make weight loss an art project." Instead of having cake, I sew a piece. I really got into it and I was really excited. So that glue and those scissors and those paper was flying all the time. I'm making a trophy in honor of losing over 50 pounds. I exchanged 50 excess pounds for 50 pieces of art. People were really interested, and that's when I knew that I had kind of stumbled across something that was really meaningful to me and something that I could really go with and run with and write a book about and share my story, and hopefully it'll inspire other people.
And she's here, Janice Taylor. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm happy to be here.
I love it. And your book, Our Lady of Weight Loss, Miraculous and Motivational Musings from, this is the tongue twister part, right? From the Patron Saint of Permanent Fat Removal. So when did you decide, or how did you decide to make weight loss an art project?
Well, I realized that I had lost and gained so many times. You know, if you lose it, you'll find it. So I decided that this time would be different, and it would be about permanent fat removal. And that while you need to put the food in order, you don't want to focus on it. You want to focus on something else.
And that's what we tend to do, right? We focus on it, I mean, big time.
We get completely obsessed with it. And if you tell yourself not to do something, you will.
Mm-hmm. Seems to happen that way, doesn't
right?
it?
Don't do that, don't do that, and you're drawn right to it. The thing is you don't want to focus on what you can't do, you want to focus on what you can do. So I thought, well, you know, I'm an artist, I'll just make this a weight loss and art project. So I had gone to one of those meetings where people obsess about food and weight, which is great because it gives you a food plan to follow. And then I said, but I don't want to focus so much on the food. I want to focus on something creative. So I put my energy into going home and making collages about vegetables. So the first set I did was a sexy vegetable set.
What is that?
I made some really hot peppers. You know, I thought, well, you know what? I'll do this food plan at the end of the year. Worst case scenario, I will have not lost any weight, but I'll have a whole new collection of art, and I'll have an art show.
Yeah,
I will have gained something.
Yeah, gained something.
Right.
So you did have a food plan while you were doing this.
I had a very healthy food plan. But I stocked the house and I prepared. One of the things about weight loss is that people really, they say to me, I'm a weight loss coach, and they say, I don't have the time to go shopping. And I'm like, well, first of all, you have the time to buy toilet paper and toothpaste, right? So you don't run out of that, so you don't need to run out of the vegetables or the fruits. And the other thing is by planning and taking care of the things you need to take care of in life, you free yourself. Once everything is taken care of, now you have all this time that you don't have to think about it. You're done with it. The food is in the refrigerator that you need that's going to take you on your journey. Now you can take the time and take your focus and put it into something else, whether it's art or it's dance or it's being with friends and planning a party. Think about something else. Change
well, that's what
your
we want our
mind.
viewers to know today, that because they're going to look at your art and think, some people might think, I can't do that. It doesn't have to be art.
It can not. The book is about being creative. You created the body you have now, you can create a new one. You created the life you have now, you can create a new one.
Well, we said earlier you lost 55 pounds, and you've kept it off for 6 years, so this works?
Yes.
It works?
No, it really does work. Yeah, the New York Times said it works, so it must work.
So it works.
We all know how to lose weight, but what we don't know is how to stay motivated and inspired. And there's a great quote from Zig Ziglar, which I won't remember exactly, but the gist of it is that you wash daily. You don't so you need to motivate yourself daily. You don't get up in the morning and say, I'm not going to wash today, I washed last week.
Right.
There are
True,
things you need to do
yeah.
daily.
I haven't
So
heard it put that way before. I
yeah,
like that.
so you need to get up and wash daily. You need to brush your teeth daily, and you need to take care of your nutrition daily, and to motivate and inspire yourself daily.
And you have, speaking of inspiration, I mean, you're inspiring people every day. You have an online club. Talk about that a little.
The club is called the Kick in the Tush Club,
Yeah.
because who doesn't need a kick in the tush for all kinds of things? And I send it out every Monday morning. The fun part of it for me is that when I started writing it, I started it in, I'm home working, and I would get up every morning. It gave structure to my day and a way to begin. And I would come out in my cow pajamas and write my newsletter. And I sent it out to friends and family, who sent it on and on. And now I send it out every Monday morning to over 12,000 members.
That's great.
Yeah.
And all these things on the table, this is a part of the kit? There's a kit?
There's a kit to start your Kick in the Tush Club chapter. I think everything I create is a tongue twister. Keeps your mouth busy. But this is a brochure that tells you how to start your own chapter, to give you ideas of what to do when you and your friends are all together. And it comes with Kick in the Tush Club buttons. Everybody needs a button. The Kick in the Tush Club oath card, where you promise to be creative and make something other than a fattening dish.
That's easy to do.
Membership cards to certify that you're a part of your chapter, your place. And on the back of it is the code of ethics, the Kick in the Tush Club code of ethics.
I was just reading something there. What does it say? Slim down while you laugh it up.
Exactly. Plus you burn calories when you laugh.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's a good way to lose weight.
And this is a bumper sticker that says all is forgiven, move on. And a funny thing is, someone wrote to me and said, I saw someone with your bumper sticking driving into a burger place. I'm like, well, all is forgiven, move on.
And you got to talk about that bracelet on your arm. I love it.
This is a tape measure bracelet, because there are different ways to measure success. And we're measuring our food, we're measuring our weight, and I just thought, if I measure my thighs one more time, is it just too much of a masochistic act? So it's like, I made this bracelet, and everybody loves it.
I want one of those.
I'm going to leave you one. I'm going to make one for you, special for you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And you have to talk about your 10 permanent, what do you call them, the 10 commandments, permanent fat removal.
Well, you have to have the 10 commandments for permanent fat removal. And my favorite is, thou shalt drink enough holy water to frighten Noah, and map out all the restaurants in thy village. Well, the restrooms. Ooh, restaurants.
Oh, restaurants.
Freudian slip. Restrooms. Because you know how the water thing is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that's all about.
It's about drinking. Well, you need to drink water. That's one of your health currents, but you need to have a sense of humor about it. And you do need to map out the bathrooms.
And
around
maybe give
town.
us one more of yours.
And thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's plate. Because when you go out to dinner with your friends, you don't want to be like coveting and drooling. You want to be happy and having a good time.
I love that our viewers today can get the other 8 commandments on our website
on
today.
Our
They go on the website at
Our Lady of Weightloss.com.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you.